This is episode 34. My girl is bald. My hair is washed. The sun is out. And it's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Because we said so. Because we decided. Ready? Close your eyes. Feel it? Okay. And it's done. Happy Taurus season. I love me a Taurus. Some of you are liars, thieves, and cheats. But the rest of you I do love. I do. You can get all of my love. Tauruses don't play about their money. Tauruses, the male Tauruses I know are providers, and it's hot. Anytime my friends have dated a Taurus man, it's the type of man that's like immediately paying their bills. And I loved it for them. But Tauruses value comfort above everything, if you want to understand a Taurus. And in this day and age, comfort is abundance. Comfort is money. Comfort is safety. And so Tauruses want to make money, make a lot of money, be comfortable, be wealthy. Wealth can be comfort. But yeah, I've never dated a Taurus. I can find them boring. But who knows? Never say never, because the universe loves to send me things that I think I don't want. And it's like, let me teach you about yourself, girl. But we're going to play, obviously, Fuck, Marry, Kill with 3 Taurus celebrities. Duh. I was serving this weekend, and I had a table play Fuck, Marry, Kill with me. Like, I was serving them, and they're like, okay, hold on, play Fuck, Marry, Kill. They named 3 celebrities, whatever, but I was like, okay, now you got to play with 3 people in this room. They started screaming. I made their day. It was so fun. Just like back and forth, we was playing it. Okay, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Channing Tatum, David Beckham, and George Clooney. Who you fucking, who you marrying, who you saying bye-bye to? Me, I'm marrying Channing Tatum because obviously I'll get to fuck him anytime I want. I'm going to get rid of George Clooney, and I'm going to bang David Beckham. I feel like he's got the accent, he's British. I'd be like, do you like that? I feel like he'll really, really talk you through it. Do you like that? Do you like it right there? I can see it. That's who I'm picking. They're all Taurus men. Well, Channing Tatum's not boring. I guarantee he's got fire in his chart. And I'm going to fight the urge to look it up right now. I can do hard things. Now, this shit right here is something I need to hear too. And anytime I share something that I need to hear, I always get the people's telling me I need to hear this too. So here we go. Stop dreaming with fucking logic, damn it. Stop. All you have to do is decide what you want, and how you're going to get it is none of your business. When you dream, I'm yelling at myself right now. When you dream, it's not, oh, well, this sounds easy and I can see how this is going to happen. No, you decide what you want. Like, what in your fucking bones and soul lights you up, and you decide, this is what I want. And you talk to angels, guides, universe, yourself, and you decide, this is it. I don't know how, because the how is none of my fucking business. All you got to do is decide that you want it. And then every day, you take little steps towards it. You change your thinking every time those little doubts come up. It's just a little switch of mindset. Like, yes, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's mine. This thing is mine. I can already feel it. I can already see it. I envision it. You don't bring it up to small-minded thinkers, because they're going to try and drag you down with their contagious negative vibes. All you got to do is like plant your feet and stand fucking firm in the knowledge that this shit will be yours. That's all you got to do. And every day you're going to take little steps towards whatever sounds right to get there. And some days you'll be driving and a little like sprinkle of knowledge will drop in your head. And maybe one day you'll get an idea that maybe you should try this. Maybe you should talk to this person, and you follow those little nudges. And every day you do a little something to get closer. But you don't fucking doubt yourself, and you don't resort back to logic or what seems reasonable. No, if you want something and it lights up your fucking soul, that's all you got to do. Stop dreaming with logic. I know some of you bitches in like a sense. Like, I love you, bitch. Not like a bitch. Like a bitch, you know? Some of you bitches needed that too, because I know I needed it, and we's on the same wavelength. Back to Tauruses, though. You know who's really nosy? A Taurus. If you go through a Taurus's screenshots, there's probably screenshots of somebody's business from like 5 years ago that they'll never let go just because they're so nosy. And it's like they want to keep receipts, all that shit. But it made me think about all the times I was most nosy. When I lived in my apartment complex, it was a dream. Like, my dream is never to live in an apartment complex, but being around people and being so close to people and in their business was a dream. A dream. My apartment was on the 3rd floor, and it overlooked the parking lot. And like, on a quiet day, you could hear people talking across the parking lot, everything they're saying. I would leave my window open and just, Susie did what? Living my best life, just knowing everybody's business. My favorite was when this car pulled up and blocked this other car in, and they were putting each other's business into the world. I didn't know either of them. I didn't know nothing about them, and it was incredible. I loved it. Another time, I was watching TV, home alone, and I heard my neighbor start yelling, and I turned it off. Obviously, turned the TV off. I put my ears right up to the wall, and like, I gave myself neck cramps because I was listening to their business so much. They were arguing over hot water, and one of the kids was like, well, it wasn't me. I haven't showered for 2 weeks. Oh, I never looked at him the same. That was foul. Or so there was 3 stories, 2 on each story. The middle story of the apartment complex, for some reason, both of them stunk. Not the bottom floor, not the top floor, just these 2 people's. The one on the right, they never left. And the one on the left, they had like 2 cats. Oh, I can smell it just thinking about it. But so I knew they smelled. Like, maybe they like opened up their door for a package, and like they'd open the door and you'd get a whiff. Both are right. I don't care. And I already have a strong nose, and it was just fucking gag city. But anytime, like, they would get their groceries delivered, or they'd get a lot of DoorDash, if I was walking up and they was opening the door to put their stuff away, I'd take my time, and I'd try and see where's the smell coming from. The one on the right were hoarders, and I think the ones on the left were just cigarette smokers and cat people, and they just didn't clean. It was so nasty. So nasty. It smelled like pee-pees, the one on the right. There was this one time, I told my kids we could go get something. We go down the stairs, and we get stuck because the pee-pee house, the hoarder smellers, the wife never left, and I guess she had a medical emergency or something. So the firefighters are trying to get her down, but it takes them like 45 minutes. We're stuck. Just stuck in the apartment. I mean, she's fine, okay? But it was inconvenient as a parent who promised her kid something. It's just a joke. If I am if I'm the 3rd wheel on a date, like I go and meet my friend and she's dating someone, I will, if they go on their phone, I'll open up my phone and zoom in and record what they're doing. Which is so funny, because if I'm dating someone, I don't care. I don't care what you're doing on your phone. My gut will tell me. But when it comes to my friends, I'm nosy as hell. There were 2 times. One time he went I was the 3rd wheel. He went to the bathroom. I picked his phone up, and you know how your lock screen will just show you all the notifications from the home screen? I went through it. Sure did. Sure did. And then another man, I did the same too. I won't do it to a man I'm dating, but yeah, I do that. There's this one time we were at the bar getting food, me and my girlfriend, and the man next to us. His brightness is all the way up. He's basically inviting everyone to look at what he's doing, okay? He's scrolling through Facebook, stops at the suggested friendships, suggested friends, clicks on every woman's profile, goes through her photos, scrolls back up, private messages them, shoots a shot, and then goes back to suggested and does it with the next girl. And we just watched nuh-uh. This man was 75, wasted. 75 wasted, the kind of wasted where you're kind of swaying. And I just sat there. It was incredible. Incredible, seeing a man in the wild do the kind of things that you think, did you know if you go to your Facebook messages, most of you don't, I teach a lot of people this, I'm nosy, but then I'm not. Anyways, there's a request folder, and you have to look for it. I guarantee every single one of you will go and see 40 you've never seen. And then there's a spam folder. So there's 2 request folders on Facebook. And the kind of man at the bar that was shooting a shot, I get those all the time. So it was seeing it in real life. When you go to the zoo and you see animals for the first time. It was crazy. But when I say I'm nosy, I don't want celebrities drama. I don't care what celebrity fucked who. I don't care what they're going through. I want to go to the grocery store and the cashier tell me which coworker she doesn't fuck with. I want to be parked in a car with my window a little cracked and hear the person's conversation on the phone next to me. Things that have nothing to do with me, but local small town drama. Stuff that is hilarious, has nothing to do with me, pity. That's what I care about. Yes, I want my server to tell me all her business. Yeah. I love, especially as a server, I love when I go to a table in the middle of a conversation and they just involve me in it. And they just update me what's going on, who's doing it with who. I will say, somewhere out there is someone going to brunch, lunch, or dinner and talking about you. You see it all the time. You walk past any table at any restaurant, they're telling everybody's business. Gossiping. Yeah. But that should just make you feel so special. I don't give a fuck. And you shouldn't either. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. In high school, I think you all know, I grew up in the church. But for some reason, in high school, there was this thing called seminary. It was church classes before school. So school's already early. I'd have to wake up earlier to go learn more stuff about church. When I tell you, it was every day waking up for it was the angriest I've ever been. I would wake up raging. And I'd have to go because otherwise I'd get grounded, get in trouble, whatever. It was boring as hell. I hated it. But the anger I felt waking up, especially in the wintertime, you know how winter it's pitch black outside and you're already a little seasonally depressed and then being a teenager already sucks. I would wake up fist balled, I don't miss it. I don't miss my teenage years. I don't miss high school. I don't miss that shit. I hated it. I don't even remember what the reason was. I don't know, but I hated it with my whole chest, which made it so funny. My sister, years and years and years ago, there's this thing called church conferences, and I feel like it's twice a year, and you watch these church conferences from your home, kind of online. Really boring. Really boring. It was church conferences, and my nephew didn't want to watch. He climbed up like got on the counter, climbed up into the medicine cabinet, popped open the melatonin, took one, just took a nap as a kid. And I think that is so funny. Someone out there is going to judge and we don't give a fuck. And I just think it's so funny when people easily judge because it's like there are so many things people could judge you for. Anywho, it was hilarious. I'm way too scared to ever give my kids melatonin, and I'm scared to take melatonin. But I thought that was hilarious because I've heard that dreams are crazy. And I also have never had a problem falling asleep, so I don't need it. But yeah, that's one of my favorite memories, my little Gemini nephew. Let me have a little sippy sip of my happy juice. I did DM Alani. If you remember when I was talking about my favorite flavor, she's like, whoever the social media girl is like, hi bestie, that was a limited release. I was like, hi bestie, it's not what I asked. I'm telling you, as a consumer, this flavor is amazing and you'd make so much money, but thanks bestie. The kiwi guava. You guys, whatever. Stop bringing out slushies. They're rank. Speaking of judgment though, I was thinking, because so every time it gets easier and easier and easier, but putting out, especially content like this, a podcast where you're talking for a very long time, sharing your thoughts, being vulnerable, it is a very, very vulnerable thing. It's a big thing, which is very scary for your ego. We all have egos, and they want us to, it's not an evil thing, our ego. It wants to keep us safe, but it also can hinder our growth because growth is uncomfortable. It's new, so it's scary to our ego. And so a lot of times when I post a podcast or I share something new or do something big, I will have vulnerability hangovers. And it's just that little voice that's like, maybe you should delete it. That was kind of silly. That was a bad idea. And I would say for me, it usually lasts like half a day. Then I get over it. What helps me is getting offline and doing stuff like cleaning, exercising, having fun with my kids, watching a movie instead of sitting around and like obsessively looking at notifications or looking at how well the post is doing and spiraling because, excuse me, in that vulnerability hangover moment, you're not, I'd say, like your highest or best self. It's like your ego is in your ear trying to bring you back home or wherever is safe. But I will say, if you experience these, because I still experience these, and I've been doing like video talking, posting content, I'd say like 7 years now. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of that. It still happens. It gets easier, but if you have experienced it, I want to let you know it's normal, but also everything you want is on the other side of growth. And almost treat your ego like an inner child, like a little child who is scared. It would be like if you're babysitting and you do logically know better than the child, and the child is scared and you kind of have to walk them through it and comfort them and be gentle with them, almost like gentle parenting yourself. But I wouldn't let these vulnerability hangovers and this ego stop you from doing the things you want to do. Because the vulnerability hangover will go away and you aren't the only one to experience that. If it makes you feel better. I experience them all the time. But I just don't live in that, if that makes sense. But back to what I was getting at. Oh, my screen. I was thinking about when I get in these vulnerability hangovers, there is that little voice in my head that's like, people will judge you for saying that. That was probably a bad idea. That was a little too bold. That was a little too risky. And I was just sitting and reminding myself, like, how fucking brave it is to do this. To talk for an hour at a time, to post myself publicly, to not give a fuck if it gets 2 likes, 5 likes, or 5 million, to be consistent and keep doing it every week, and to not rely on likes or comments or reviews or validation, and to love it and like it myself first and share it with the world. And I was like, that's fucking bold as hell, but also majority of the world could never. So much of the world care about what other people think, and they would never be able to do something like this. And so I really don't give a fuck if someone were to judge, because I would love to see you. Would love it. If someone is ever hate watching this, that would actually make me so happy. Ow. I would love to see you go online and talk for an hour or be vulnerable or post these things. It will humble you. 2 seasons in, baby. Not stopping now. I don't know if I've shared with you guys. I feel like I've shared with you my fear of old people. I have a fear of escalators and a fear of mannequins. My fear of mannequins is so real. I don't know what it is. It's like, I feel sick in my stomach right now. Mannequins are so fucking scary. I just feel like they could move at any time. And they're like, it feels like there's little demons in them watching me. And I'm scared to like go pick up a piece of clothing one day and it just like jumps at me. I'm a very, very jumpy person. Maybe that's where it comes from. But also being in stores, out of the corner of my eye, they look like humans. And then I turn around and they're not. I don't know what it is. I fucking hate mannequins. Ugh. Hey, Nordstrom on the top floor has these 3 mannequins as soon as you get out of the elevator, and I forget about them every time. I never remember them. And they scare me every fucking time. I hate mannequins. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I keep doing that. I don't like it. Mannequins, old people, escalators, rats. Let's not talk about it. I just got goosebumps. That's my biggest fear out of all of them. I would take everything else over rats and mice. Whew. My family started doing this thing called Waffle Wednesday. And in a group chat, we all send like a 2-minute video of like what's been going on in our life, what we've been doing lately, what we're up to. And it's really cute. Of course, the Virgo sister is the one that organized it and has kept on top of it and like made it become a habit of ours. But it's been really cute, like getting to see them, especially because I'm not someone who is very consistent with like calling every week. And it's been the cutest idea if you want to do it with your family. I don't know where the name Waffle Wednesday came from. I feel like a TikTok or someone's idea or whatever, but I do love it. And I would recommend you try. It's super cute, especially because my sister just had a baby. And he's so cute, and I get to see him every week. When my mom was there and my sister, I blow them up like a needy ex. I was like, show me the baby now. And she's being really stingy with photos. I feel like she should be sending photos like multiple times a day. And I just, show me the baby. Give me my baby. Ooh, I love babies. I just want to take their fat little arms and just bite on it with love. I love biting. Ooh, I love biting. I also love that stage when teenagers finally grow out of, you know, that stage teenagers get in where they think it's like, I'm too cool to care and I'm too cool for this and like, it's whatever. And they're just very nonchalant. I love, 1, when they never go through that stage, or 2, when they grow out of it. It is my favorite. When they like come back to their inner child and they play again and they're okay with like looking a little silly. I love it. It makes my heart so happy. Like nonchalance and like, yeah, man, I really don't give a fuck. It bothers the fuck out of me, which is weird because I'm very attracted to Aquariuses, but whatever. Our minds don't make sense. When I was a teenager, I thought everything was embarrassing. I thought I was very embarrassing, and I tried everything I could to not ever be embarrassing or put myself out there and try to be accepted all the time. So if little teenager Kiki saw me now, she would just like jaw open, be amazed. She'd be like, "You post pictures of yourself on the toilet?" Mm-hmm. Adieu. Or like the things I talk about and share online. She'd be amazed. And I love that. Just becoming someone that teenage you would think is the coolest is... it's rad as fuck. Also, when I was a teenager, I'd get my phone taken away all the time. Shocker. But back before iPhones, phones were like $60, $70, those little like keypad phones. If I got my phone taken away, I'd go buy a new one, find the phone. I'd make it my life's mission to find that phone. I'm so good at finding shit. Take the SIM card out, switch it to my new phone, and hide it. I used to hide it right here in my bra under my school uniform because you could never see it, and they were just little teeny phones. I would charge it behind my bed so she'd never see it. I'd put it on silent. Listen, when you have strict parents, you get really fucking creative. Or at least I did. And so I learned from a young age to always get what I want. I had so many phones. So many phones. The longest my phone got taken away at one point was 1 month. And it didn't matter because I had that backup phone, baby. Or someone at school would have an extra phone. I'd borrow that one. Like, I made sure I got what I wanted. And I have no regrets. But that's also why growing up with strict parents, I also learned how to lie. So now, because I choose not to lie, I choose to tell, like, I want to be a very honest person. When people, especially men, lie to me, it's almost offensive. Because it's like, do you think I'm dumb enough to believe that? As a recovered liar, and your lies aren't even good. They're so stupid. And then being a recovered liar and a very intuitive person, it's so offensive. I see right through the bullshit. Just, if that's going to be your whole personality trait, being a liar, at least be a good one. At least be a good one. I do have a first date idea for you all. I have a first date idea. There it is. Ask them to scroll through their block list and tell you why everyone is blocked. You're welcome. And then make sure you see who's blocked. Start off just on the best foot. Start off right. Really, that is one way to really, truly get to know someone. Thank me later. Or I could save you a whole lot of time. Either or, that's a win-win. You win. It's when you love me later. Have you guys heard that TikTok sound? This has been stuck in my head for maybe a month. I say it every single day. I say it at work. Sometimes I have to bite my tongue because I catch myself saying it to people I shouldn't say it to. But the TikTok sound is like, shut your bitch ass up, Trey. I think they say Troy in the TikTok sound, but I say Trey. Let me find it. I know I'm not the only one that's shut your bitch ass up. Ass up. TikTok. I need to prove I'm not crazy. Is this one? Yes. I'm going to play it for you.
This is how you cut his cake.
Go all the way down.
Shut your bitch ass up, Troy.
I say that every single day, and I hope that gets stuck in all of your heads, and you say it forever and ever. And you think of me. Mwah, you're welcome. Ugh. Ooh, the way you carry yourself speaks volumes, and it's huge. And I would love to share with those who want it or need it just ways to carry yourself more confidently as someone who used to carry themselves very, very small and now consistently. It's the way I'm described that people are attracted to the way I carry myself, walk through a room. It's now become who I am, and it was an intentional change. And I would love to, especially being someone who like people watches, and you're able to tell a lot about people. You can tell who isn't confident or who is very anxious, and just you'll get so much more carrying yourself well, and you're more confident, and you attract more things, and you are just like this bigger, brighter version of yourself. Eye contact is huge. At your big fucking age, you should be able to make eye contact as an adult. And duh, you're not going to learn how to do it the first time, but it's going to take practice. Practice looking the cashier in the eye, saying thank you, communicating, having a conversation. Practice smiling at strangers. Practice just looking at people. And yes, it's going to be uncomfortable at first, but it's a learned skill. You didn't just wake up one day and learn how to do fucking math. No, you practiced it and learned, and it was something that happened over time. But I don't know. I feel like eye contact you should all be able to make. Stop making excuses to yourself. Get off your phone in public, especially if you are walking into a room. If you walk into a bar, a restaurant, a date, and you are scrolling on your phone, I know it tends to be this thing you do when you're nervous to like calm yourself down or have yourself looking busy, but you look awkward, you look anxious, you look just smaller. If I see an attractive man, he walks into a room scrolling on his phone, he looks smaller. Like, you don't look like a confident man. It's unattractive. Put your phone away. Walk into the room tall. You know, there's a difference walking into a room like this versus like this. Put your phone in your pocket. If you need to look for something, look for it and then put it away. You are going to take up space, being able to stand tall, confidently look people in the eyes, and be comfortable doing nothing. Just waiting, taking the room in, but someone's standing there and scrolling through their phone because they can't handle being alone or being bored. You don't look confident. Rushing everywhere. I feel like anytime I see someone who is very awkward, always running into things, they're always rushing. And also, it's terrible for your nervous system. If you just take a minute to slow down, like slowly walk into the room, slowly walk to the bathroom. Do it sexy. But as a person who watches I do a lot of people watching. It's always the awkward ones who are always rushing. They always run into people and they're always very flustered. Just take a minute. Take a breath, slow down, and it's great for your nervous system. Speak up. I feel like mumbling is a huge thing that very anxious or unconfident people do. Speak up confidently. Those are like the biggest things that come to mind. But yeah, when I picture someone who is not confident, they're slouching, they're on their phone, they're rushing, they avoid eye contact. Yeah. And it feels very good to be confident in your skin and confident doing nothing and confident going places. I went from someone who, like, going to a new restaurant, even to just pick up an order, felt awkward. Like I felt like I don't belong there. I've never been there. This is a big deal. My gosh, everyone's going to know I've never been there and I don't know what I'm doing. Those were the kind of thoughts that ran through my head. And now I'm very comfortable going anywhere new, asking dumb questions, talking to strangers, going up to the bartender, making eye contact with people, flirting with, like, these are little changes that you can make happen. And I know it doesn't feel good to be anxious, and it doesn't feel good to be this person who is not confident. This is something you can change about yourself. If you see a confident person walk in a room and you're like, that bitch takes up prison, she takes up space, she's hot, that's attractive, that is something you can do also. You got to teach yourself. You got to be aware of your bad habits and pick better ones. And you got to make choices that are better than the other ones. But pay attention to the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, the way you go about your day, your life. Thank me later. Also, slide on my DMs and ask me more questions. I'm fucking happy to share anything. But right now, a lot of my friends, people, family members are in like good, happy relationships. And it makes me so happy. You would think that I'm so happy you would think I'm the one being treated well. Like just sitting there and watching them, I'm like, I love it for you. And I love it. And I just hope they're happy forever and ever and ever. And even if this one doesn't work out, I hope they just continue attracting good shit. Oh, it makes me so happy. I love it. It does remind me, though, how delusional I've been since I was a kid. And I still can be delusional now. I just have to snap out of it. As a kid, I'd have a crush. And it would be like I saw him at the bus stop. And then I'd be like, one day, he's going to run into me. He's going to ask for my number and tell me I'm the love of his life and he had a dream about me. And we'll have 2 kids. But his mom lives on the south side, so we'll probably move to be closer to his mom and take care of his little brother. And I would just, like, one glance at him in, I'd make a whole life for us in my head. And I can catch myself doing that now. I could go on one good day and just like spiral and spiral and spiral and just dream this huge fucking dream for us. And I have to snap out of it because I can be fucking delulu. I can, and it's not good. It can be fun for a minute, especially if you're about to go to sleep and you just sit there and close your eyes and imagine like a whole life and just being treated well. And it's so fun. And then I snap out of it. I do. I can be like a fucking, I can make up a whole Disney film in my head. It's not very good. Where was I? Oh, it was on the Instagrams. I got a DM the other day and someone gave me a compliment. But this compliment and like the wording they used was an affirmation I had for myself a couple months ago. So something I didn't believe at first when I was saying it, but it was an affirmation I repeated multiple times a day. When I woke up, and because part of my morning routine is I say my affirmations, I say what I'm grateful for, and then I say what I am as if it's already happened. Like, I am beautiful, I'm a good friend, I'm loyal, I'm a light. I say all these things. And so something I did for months was say this specific compliment this person gave me. And so when they DM'd that to me, I was just like, affirmations fucking work, bitch. Identity shifts fucking work. The way you identify yourself and talk to yourself and mindset shit, that shit fucking works. And I say it and I post it and I remind you all the time. And this is just yet another reminder. Affirmations work. Speak fucking life into yourself and choose a new identity. Some of you are identifying with a version of you that is like 10 years old and not true anymore. By choice. Oh, affirmations work. It was the best feeling. I screenshotted it, obviously. Words of affirmation are my love language. My whole Screenshot album is like kind messages and compliments and also inspiring shit and funny memes. Because a bitch loves to laugh. I'll laugh off everything. But yeah, that's your reminder to say your affirmations. You have plenty time. If you have time to go on their page and stalk them, you have time to say your affirmations. Thank you. Sorry if that one stung. I'm actually not sorry. I learned, it clicked like recently. I love doing new things. Like, it truly excites me and I'm happier doing new things. So like going to the same restaurant every single week feels restrictive. It feels boring, stagnant, but like going to a different restaurant every week and trying new things and taking different routes home and switching up my routine, that is very, very exciting to me. And I learned that about myself. And all of us are going to be different. Maybe going to the same place every week is very, very exciting for you. But I learned that about myself. And just pay attention. Like think back to when you were at your happiest or what you like. Also, I love a photo booth. I feel like I've said this before. A photo booth where I can take home the photos. I want it everywhere. I want them scattered around the whole world. I'll always spend money on a photo booth. Like the physical little memories with your peoples, my favorite. I love photos. Which is so funny because I love photos. I love having good photos. But I'm such a living in the moment ass bitch that I forget to take so many photos. And I love it, and it's also not my favorite thing about myself. Because I want more photos. I do so many fun things. And I'm always like have my phone sit down, put away, that I forget to take photos. So it's been something I've been trying to be more intentional about. Right now I'm making 2 playlists if you want them. But also I am on Spotify. Apple Music doesn't make sense to me. It's backwards in whoever designed it. They don't make sense. I don't know. It's a no for me. But I'm making 2 playlists. So one will be something you can take your top off to and shake your ass to. And then one will give you goosebumps and like a soul boner. So stay tuned for those. Those will be public, something you can listen to at any time, because we know a bitch loves her music. Muchly. Let me drink my water. Okay, so last year, I cut everyone off because I was like, okay, if I want to be dating these kinds of people or in this kind of relationship, the kind of people in my life won't get me there. So I changed my number, cut all those toxic people off. I'm not saying I was perfect. I'm just saying they didn't serve me in any way. And so I was very intentional about dating this year and making different habits and really embodying the person who dates different kinds of men, like whatever. So this year I've been genuinely giving people chances. It's gone really great. So the second guy ghosted me. And the first guy, okay, it was amazing. We had the deepest connection I've ever had with a man, ever. And I was like, wow, I've met my soulmate. And then in person, I was like, I don't know what it is. I can't trust this man. And it was like, my body was screaming at me. He didn't do anything. There wasn't anything he did that didn't make sense. But it was like, you cannot trust this man. And then, so I ended things. Didn't block him. I would like you all to clap your hands and applaud me. Thank you. Did not block him. But he stopped talking to me. And so I was talking to a coworker. This is terrible. I was like, this man is either in prison or dead, because he was so, like, we had such a good connection. He basically was like, I'll never stop talking to you. Can't remember the wording he used. I don't want to say I'll never leave you alone, because that sounds like kind of psychotic. But I just knew something was off because he wasn't speaking to me. I'm at the park with my kids last week. I checked my email, and it's like, this prisoner has added you to their email contact list. He's in prison. He's in federal prison. Why do we doubt me? I'm always right. Anytime I doubt, just don't doubt me. But obviously I emailed him. I want to know what prison's like. Did you drop the soap? Do you want other people to drop the soap? Like, do you guys cuddle each other when it gets lonely? Did you gain some weight? What do you eat? Do you drink toilet wine? Like, obviously, I want to know these things. So yeah, I emailed him a few times, and then it got boring, and I stopped. And yeah. So that's how dating has gone for me this year. Sometimes I miss being nonchalant, but I won't for now. I can't remember what, like, sparked this little conversation in my head. Ooh, my back hurts from carrying all this bullshit. I can't remember what sparked this conversation, but I was just thinking about, I don't know, the trend or the idea going around about, like, I'm being mysterious, and, like, no one knows what I do, and, like, I'm the mysterious girl in the Claire, whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I've gone through a mysterious stage, nonchalant stage, but for me, and I'm sorry, not sorry, if this kind of reads you to filth, but for me, it almost felt like a defense mechanism, because if people don't know anything about you, how can they judge you? There's nothing to judge. You're not putting yourself out there. You're very easy to be liked. You're not going against the grain in any kind of way. It's just very mysterious, and it's easier to be liked. But now I want to be the opposite of mysterious. I want my laugh to be heard across the street. I want to have fun, and I want to be silly and goofy, and I want to tell you things that some people may think are TMI, and I want to post silly things, and I want to try things, and I want to try things that get me 0 likes, and I want to try things that give me 1,000,000 likes, and I want to not give a fuck about either one of them. I want to be silly and have fun. That's what I care about. I care about having fun. I don't care about how you perceive me, because I know who I am. I know who I am, and I like who I am, and I don't care if you like me or not. I want to have fun. That is like number 1 on my to-do list every single day. Have fun. Have fun, feel good, look sexy, be a good friend, be a good person, and have fun again. And probably get my rocks off. Ow. Are you guys frequent visitors of Craigslist misconnections? If not, you should be. I screenshotted a couple, but my favorite thing about Craigslist connections is, how long? I was scrolling through it for maybe like 10, 15 minutes this morning. Every single one was, you were nice to me. I wish I asked for your number. You smiled at me. Reply back if you remember me and we can go on a date. You smiled at me. I want to get to know you. Every single one was, you were nice to me. You smiled, looked my way, and I want you. That's all it takes? Wow. Hold on. Which ones did I screenshot? Puyallup Walgreens near sunrise. You are the cute girl with the gorgeous smile. I walked past you in the aisle about 4 p.m. today. I saw you leave in a maroon car. I asked you how you were doing. If you see this, want to grab coffee. That's it. That's it. Just cute and nice. This one was amazing, though. I am a man in my early 70s and looking for a man to share everyday things, including evening. Ow. Nighttime stuff. Exotic lady with beautiful smile passed me near Burnaby last week. In her car. Would love to go for coffee if you see this. Never mind that she passed by 467 other people that day. We made eye contact several times down Highway 1 last week. Again, driving. You drove a black Audi. Slim chance you see this, but if you do, message me. Tell me what color car I drove. Aren't those... It's insane and it's amazing, and if you think women are delusional, it's amazing. That's amazing. Good for you. Shoot your shot. Oh, I love Craigslist misconnections. So much of life will be ordinary, and you do have to accept this and know this, but you also have to learn how to make it special and not just only be happy and okay with the extreme, exciting, miracles, fun days. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable and always be looking for the next high. Romanticize your fucking life. Romanticize the walks you go on and the dishes, and make errands fun. Invite your friends to go on errands with you, and romanticize your chores, and just find little ways to make everything special and fun. Why are you only dressing up when you have plans? Why are you not dressing up for yourself? Excuse me. Why do you only, if you feel good getting ready, why do you never do it? Make everything special and make things fun and exciting. Doing the dishes doesn't just have to be the dishes. Like, you can call a friend and enjoy it. You can put on clothes you feel cute in, like a big old t-shirt and just panties. And you can listen to music and have a dance party while doing chores. It's your life, and no one is going to come and do this for you. It's something you got to do. Romanticize your life. Make walks fun. Make exercising fun. Buy cute clothes and go on walks with beautiful views. And just find ways, excuse me, got a little tickle. Find ways to romanticize your fucking life. Okay? Okay. I have found a way to make every single chore exciting. I don't even call them chores. They're just things that I do to take care of the home because I enjoy like a clean, tidy space. Dance parties, calling friends, inviting friends over, to running errands with friends, or listening to music, making a dance party, just little ways to make it fun and exciting. Getting ready even when I don't have somewhere specific to go because I feel good. Romanticize your fucking life. Okay? Okay, good girl, good boy, good person. Whatever tickles your pickle. Whatever gets you going. Something I realized is one of my non-negotiables is someone thoughtful and considerate. I need that reciprocated. I need it. I am a slut for a thoughtful, considerate person. Especially, all of my friends are very thoughtful and considerate. They know my favorite drink. They know me. I know them. They have shown me so many ways in which They considered me and thought of me. They listened to me. And I'm like, if I need that in dating. I have so many examples in my head, being around people and they just consciously or unconsciously show that they're not a considerate person, and it gives me the ick. It gives me the ick so bad. I can't do it. It's a non-negotiable for me. I need to be considered and I need someone thoughtful. I grew up with it. My mom was a very thoughtful, considerate person. And it's just hot. It's hot as fuck. Needs it. You know what else I need to do? I need to go see the movie Sinners by myself. Ooh. Actually, I might just buy it. I'm going to buy a digital copy and I'm going to buy a physical copy and I'm going to keep it. And I've already been in love with Michael B. Jordan. That man, when I watched, what is it called? His boxing movies. Oh my gosh. He's got a beautiful sport. That man's fucking hot. That man is fucking hot. So, I feel like it's just best if I see this movie by myself. Mind your business. I'm so excited. Another movie I just watched was One of Them Days. SZA and Kiki Palmer. What's her name? Issa Rae directed it, I think. This tickle in my throat will not go away. Little hater. Ending of the movie, super cute. No. I think SZA was a terrible friend. First half of the movie, she was a terrible friend. And it just went to show good dick can ruin your life. Good dick can ruin your life. And we've all had a friend delusional over the... That's where it all started. That's where it all started because of a man. And I think she was a shitty friend. We can all think what we want to think. I think she's a terrible friend. Yes. Yes, she was. I can't do it, mama. The event, the number one pick event, it got moved to June. The sun's going to be out. It's going to be Gemini season. The perfect time for something fun. So go with your finance. Go book it. And then you can share and like and subscribe and leave a review. And I'm going to love you more than I already do. Which sounds impossible, but trust me. Anything is possible. And it's been real. Go bless the world with your presence. Ask for more. And be slutty with your kindness. Be slutty with your love. Give it to everyone. Just, you get some and you get some. Do it. I'll be slutty with my love and kindness. I'll give it to everyone. Anyone can get it. Mwah. Platonically. It's been real.